Hi, my glowing angels. Welcome back to my channel. As always, this message is for you, from your inner child, your intuition, your shadow self, and your future higher self, and also from your spirit team and your guardian angels, the divine and universe. I'm Sweetest Sin or Cynthia. I'm thinking about changing my name to Moon Goddess Sin, Tarot, and Oracle Reader. We'll see. This is your first message from your inner child. What messages do you have for yourself? This is for the collective. What messages do you have? Please and thank you. Okay. So, your first message is compassion. Your light self wants you to have empathy, kindness, understanding. Your shadow self feels indifferent, judgmental, and harshness. Cultivate compassion in your heart. Understand and empathize with others. And again, this is for the collective. Please take what resonates. I will do both readings. And if you want a more personal reading, the information will be on in the description below. Also, your spirit team, future higher self, wants you to have more adventures in your life. Your light self wants to explore, have more excitement, discover new things. Your shadow self feels some scared and some complacency, and you're stuck in a routine. So, like right now, I feel like really tight around my shoulders. It's like you're carrying so much stress on you, and I can feel it. Like my chest is tightening too. So, some of you are feeling very stressed right now. Take time for yourself. Maybe on the weekend, go on like a hike, be in nature, or like to the lake, just for a walk, uh, whatever calls to you. Seek adventure and new experience. Life is a journey. Communication. I was just thinking about maybe you can call a friend and go on a hike or something. That's what I used to do. But yeah, your light self wants clarity, openness, and understanding. Your shadow self feels some miscommunication, secrecy, and confusion. Express yourself openly and honestly, clear the air. There's so much assumptions in the world, and I just like that so much. It's because that person already assumed something about me. So instead of just asking me whatever the thing is, I have to fight against that assumption. So it's like, I dislike that. Passion. Your light self wants to feel some enthusiasm, energy, and purpose. Your shadow self feels apathetic, disinterest, and indifference. Follow your passion and enthusiasm. It feels your purpose, right? Like, what do you love? What lights a fire under your booty? Like, what makes you get up at, like, after a long, hard day? What keeps you focused? What keeps you motivated? What's your passion? Don't forget it. Take courage. Some of you are feeling bravery, resilience, and fortitude. Others feel cowardice, avoidance, and retreat. Face your fears with bravery. You have the strength within you. You know, there's a duality in all of us, a pro and a con, a day and a night, a up and a down. There's so many things, pros and cons, good and bad within us. So it's just like we are able to do the hard things. Just set your mind to the positivity and not the negative, and then the outcome will be different. Service. Your light self wants to feel generous and impactful. Your shadow self feels selfishness, indifference, and neglect. Serve others with love and compassion. Make a difference. That's the messages from your inner child. What messages do you have from your intuition? What does your intuition want to tell you? This is for the collective. Take what resonates. If you hear the K-pop Demon Hunter movie in the background, it's because one of my spirit guide, my cousin who passed away, really likes it. So I have it for him playing in the background. He is one of my spirit guides. Chaos in clarity and chaos. In chaos, your intuition brings clarity. Trust it. It kind of reminds me of this feeling gut intuition I had when I was in Vegas. Somehow, some way, I was in a timeshare because they offered a free buffet. So I went there, and they showed us the tour of like the housing or whatever. And then by the end of the tour, they're like, "Oh, yeah. So if you're interested, sign the papers and pay for a place that you don't even get to spend most of your time. It's half of your." It made no sense to me. And like everything in my body, like I was shaking, I was sweating, I was just like, everything was like, no, 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 no. That feeling that I got, that fear that I need to run, like this wasn't right. That was like the chaos, and that got me clarity. I was like, that is not right for me. So trust your instincts. It will lead you in the right way. Sacred spaces. Create a sacred space to allow your intuition to flow freely. When you feel safe and secure, you can breathe, right? You have this weight off your shoulders, and you can actually just be yourself, right? So find a space, create your magic area, and then just see what comes to you. Ask yourself some questions. You have the answers within you. Empowered decision. Intuition empowers your decision. Trust your inner compass. Guardian angels. Your guardian angels watches over you, offering you protection and support. So know that you are not alone. My sad crying song used to be Michael Jackson, "You Are Not Alone." I would say, "Yes, I am. I'm so alone," and keep crying. I always made myself feel even more sad to let all that emotion out. The next day I would feel better. But now I know that I was never alone, and my spirit team was with me all the time. They're kind of laughing at me right now because they're just like, "You're so silly." Journey within. Your inner world holds the key. Being your path by looking within. Oh, begin your path by looking within. True. I feel like many of us seek validation from X, Y, and Z when we should start with A, B, and C, which is us, like that's why I'm writing my book. That's why I'm being a life coach. That's why I'm doing my tarot reader, is to empower each and every one to seek that validation within and not from others, because you're just going to feel empty when they leave or whatever the case, or they make you feel less than. It's like you think you're less than because they think you are, and like it's just such a hassle. So like everybody has a light within them. That's why I call you my glowing angels, is because there's a light within each and every one of us. If there wasn't, you guys would be unalive. And depending on how bright the light is how authentic and true to yourself you are. So the brighter and more authentic and genuine you are, the brighter your light is. Your vibe is high, you know, but the more dim and low vibe you are, it's harder to find your tribe because you're pretending to be someone else, or you don't like who you are. And it's, hey, I've been there, done that. So, like, no judgment here. I just want to teach everybody to have that self-love for themselves so that they can just be weightless. Okay, that's like the movie that my cousin wants to watch. It's the K-pop Demon Hunter, and there's a song called Free. And again, like, I feel a lot of you I have like this heavy feeling on my shoulders, like I'm carrying all this weight on your shoulders. It could be from caring for your family, this and that, like work, there's so much things you're carrying on yourself. Take a break, a Kit Kat break, okay? Give me a break, give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Like, seriously, take a break. Take 5 minutes. Just de-stress. Unload everything off your back and just breathe. And then, you know, work smarter, not harder, but be a hard worker. What does your shadow self wants you to know? Shadow self of the collective, what messages do you have for us today? Please and thank you. What messages do you have for the collective? Thank you. Resentment. It often festers, causing a desire for revenge. Let go of the past to find peace, forgiveness, release, and serenity. This is so true. Like, when you're angry at that guy who cut you off, or whatever the case, your boss yelled at you, you're fighting with your spouse, or whatever, your kids did something bad, whatever it is, right? You're holding on to that extra weight, right? This is exactly what I'm feeling. Like, that weight is on your shoulder, your anger, you're holding on to this pain, when it's just like, acknowledge it. Oh, I feel this way because that person did this. Okay, breathe, let it go, right? Acknowledge it, accept it, forgive it, and then move on. Because if not, you're just having this extra weight on you. You're just piling it on. And then you're wondering why you're so tired. You're wondering why you're like, even though you get 8 hours of sleep, you eat well, you're carrying on emotional baggage on top of whatever you're doing. So let it go, let it flow. Excuse me. Relentless cravings. Addiction is a prison disguised as freedom. Consumption, erosion, and habits. Yeah, I've had a lot of bad habits. There's a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. It just teaches you how to build better habits and make it easier for you to do so. So if you can't buy the book, go to the library and wait for it to be available to check out. It took me a while for me to get that book, but I didn't even finish it, but I got the concept of it, and like, I've changed a lot of bad habits to good. So self-reflection. Looking inwards helps you see what improves what okay, sorry. Looking inwards helps you see what to improve, to make better choices, awareness, and improvement. We can blame XYZ for whatever the case. My mom didn't love me, my dad hit me, or whatever, right? Like, it is what it is. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. Well, it's wrong, right? Like, but we can't change the past. We can only learn from it. So take ownership, acknowledge your self, And then when you're able to just figure out why you are the way that you are, why that person triggers you, or whatever the case, when we do that self-reflection, when we do that introspection, you've like found enlightenment, and then there's still a lot of things, but at least you'll gain some clarity. Ride the storm. Let chaos and turbulence clear your spirit. Purge, purify, and refine. Right? It's kind of like decluttering your space. What are you holding on to that you don't no longer need in your headspace, in your heart, in your actual home? Take 3 piles. What do you want to keep? What do you want to throw away? And what do you want to give away? For like actual objects, and in your mind too, what are you holding on to in the past? What can you let go? What can you release? It's like, oh, this doesn't serve my highest good. Like, declutter. Face inner demons. Don't be afraid of the darkness. There's a light nearby. Transform and integrate, right? Without light, there's no darkness. Without darkness, there's no light. We have that duality within us, and it's just learning how to become one. Your inner child is the light, pure love, light, happiness, all the positive things. And your shadow self is all the things we fear, like conceal, don't feel, basically. And like, but why? Why does it have to be bad? Why can't we just acknowledge it, accept it, and like, okay, yeah, that's who I am, but that makes me who I am. So why is that bad? Why do we make it heavy? This is messages from your future higher self. What messages do you have for the collective? Please and thank you. Thank you, Spirit Team. I love when you just pop up. It's just, I find it really magical. Thank you. And again, this is a message for the collective. So take what resonates. If you want a personal reading, information will be in the description box. There is a way if you are willing to change the way you see things, right? I've always been able to put myself in other people's shoes so I can understand how and why they are the way that they are. It's not 100%, but at least I can gain clarity. So if we do one thing, nothing changes if nothing changes, and what you are not changing, you are choosing. So it's like, if you do the same thing over and over again, and you're going to get the same result. But if you learn to, go with the flow and see things from a different perspective, hey, maybe you'll figure it out, right? Continue to make the most of every open door. If something didn't go your way, you get rejected from a job or a person or whatever the case, it wasn't meant for you. What is meant for you will always come to you. Everything you want is on the other side of the unknown. This is so true. Like, this is a very, it hits emotionally, and I love the colors in it too. It's the unknown is scary, right? Like the not knowing, that anxiety you're feeling, that heaviness you feel because you don't know. Just do it. You're never going to be ready, but just learn. If you fail, get back up and learn what not to do, right? It's just like your time will go with or without you, so you're just wasting time just not doing what you want, not doing what you're passionate about because you're scared of the unknown. Well, you know what? Just do it. Like Nike. Your dreams are never further than you can reach. Life, universe, the divine, it'll just keep testing you. And then when we learn to overcome these tests, learn the lessons that we're supposed to learn, it will reward you. Like the lessons that I've learned in life, and how to the spirit teams that my spirit team giving me guidance, and like it's so interesting. And it's like it's I'm like breaking free. Basically, I'm like chipping at this wall. I'm breaking it down. I'm like doing what I need to do so that I can reach my dreams. I recently got a job, and it's like I I haven't worked in years, but like the person loved me, and then so I start Monday, and I'm excited, but I'm also super nervous, but more excited. I'm learning to just be more positive. To rise, you must let go of fear, right? You're holding on to the unknown. You're scared of what could be, but hey, it's either a yes or no, right? What other answers are there? Just do it. You like a person, just say, "Hey, I like you. Do you want to go on a date?" No? Okay, then move on. Yeah? Okay, cool. Let's go on a date. What do you want to do? Well, yeah. We put more stress on life when it doesn't have to be. Make it easy. Why make it more hard? As you connect to spirit, you draw closer to your higher self. Stop seeking outside validations. You have all the answers within you. Everything is unfolding as it should be. Like, everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for everything. When we learn to not take it as a negative and focus on the positive, okay, well, now I understand, I'm very odd, but this is the path of light. What messages do you have for the collective? Please and thank you. Thank you, spirit team. Like, I stutter. I'm not the best reader, but it's like I'm doing it anyways, right? Like, you guys can criticize me all you want. I already know I stutter. So, like, there's nothing you can say to, burst my bubble. Divine light, I am an expression of love, shining bright like the sun. My inner light is my greatest strength and wealth. Guided by my intuition, I discover the better side of myself, embracing the light that leads me to growth and greater self-awareness. Again, I call you guys my glowing angels because there's a light within all of us. And when we are our true, authentic self, our genuine self, the brighter our light is. Have you ever met people who are just like high vibe and just very happy, and they're just who they are, and they don't care who, you know, for me, I think it's like Selena Gomez and Gwen Stefani. They're just who they are, right? They write their music, and they're just like the one song, just like the heart wants what it wants. If you hear the intro, you can hear her heart breaking. You can feel it, right? It's just like it makes you sad. Well, it made me sad because I'm very an empath, and I could just feel other people. I have this knowing of who's sad because I've been sad, I've been depressed, and I hate that feeling, and I don't want anyone to feel that kind of pain. But like people living their true self, they just have this a brighter light. And I'm not saying that your light is not as bright. You are able to have that light shine super bright as long as you Be true to you, be authentic, be genuine, be real. Pure perseverance. I believe in myself and stay true to my heart through pure persistent. I follow my path with unwavering trust, knowing that everything will move in a positive direction. I also want to add there is no judgment. I've been depressed. I'm 38 years old and I'm not where society wants me to be, but I'm not like anybody else. Nobody has been through the experience I have, like I've dealt with depression, anxiety. I was taken advantage of when I was younger. I had like all these traumas, like my dad unaligned himself when I was 12. Like there's just a lot of hard heaviness stuff that I've been through, and like there's no judgment from me. Everybody has their life that they lived, and I've learned to have self love, self care, self respect, all these things. Like all of my life lessons got me to where I am now. Like I love tarot reading because it helped me see the light. I went to therapy. I've done all the self healing and I'm writing my book. I'm doing everything to help the collective heal because I've learned to do that for myself. I didn't go to school. I just lived my life. And yeah, it was in hermit mode for the longest, but now I am ready to shine my light, ready to be my authentic true self. I've connected to my future higher self. I'm like she she's saying 98% there. There's still stuff I need to learn, but I'm pretty close to her. And it's just like just being able to do what I'm doing and spreading my message to help heal the collective. Compassion. I open my heart to others, extending kindness and understanding without judgment. Again, see, without judgment, that's so true for me, at least. And I hope you guys are feeling this way too. Take what resonates. This is for the collective. Through compassion. So let me start over. I open my heart to others, extending kindness and understanding without judgment. Through compassion, I create bridges of connection, healing not only myself, but also the world around me. I offer my empathy freely, knowing that in serving others, I grow stronger in love. It's so true. Like, have you ever noticed the people that have nothing are so willing to give their shirt off their back or feed you or whatever the case is? And don't you feel happier when you give to others and not expect anything? Like, it reminds me of this story, The Gift of the Magi, where this woman has really long hair, but her and her husband are broke and they have no money. So he has this pocket watch that like his dad or grandpa gave him, and it's Christmas time, and she wanted to buy him a chain for it. She cut her hair, sold it, and bought the chain for him for Christmas. And on his end, he sold his pocket watch to buy her a beautiful comb so she can comb her beautiful long hair. They both sacrifice something they both love for the people that they love. And that's just like a beautiful story, you know? I cannot say this word. Fidelity. I'm sorry. I hope you guys can read because I can't. Teach your kids. I am devoted to my mind, heart, and will. I honor my soul's needs and trust in my connection to myself. God, the divine, and the universe. My commitment strengthens me, grounding me in faith and purpose. I cannot say that. I'm sorry. Trust. I believe. They're laughing at me, my spirit team. Sorry. Trust. I believe in life and the strength within me. I'm sorry for laughing. It's my spirit team laughing at me. And I'm laughing with them because it's like, okay, I really need to learn to read. I'm so sorry. Okay, stop laughing at me. Okay. I hope you guys are laughing too because it's like that pure joy. And I know you guys aren't making fun of me because it's just like, it's just so silly. How can you not laugh, you know? But this scenario reminds me of like when I was younger sleeping over at my cousin's house. It was late and me and my sister could not stop laughing. We were giggling the whole like for a good 30 minutes. And her dad was just like, go to sleep. And it just made us laugh even more. And we don't even know why we were laughing. We were just giggling and having so much fun and like it's just being silly. We were kids. So trust. I believe in life and the strength within me. Every moment guides me closer to the light. Stop laughing. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second. Okay, I'm really trying not to laugh. I can't. Okay, trust. I believe in life and the strength within me. Every moment guides me closer to the light, and I trust that everything on my path, even the challenges, is part of my journey towards growth and progress. Positive thinking. I love this one as the last message. My life is filled with small moments of light. I choose to focus on the things that bring me joy and happiness. With each positive thought, my mind is gently calm, and I invite more peace and light into my life, allowing it to guide me towards tranquility. I love this. And it's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not focusing on the negative thoughts because just snowball each and every time. So I'll acknowledge how I feel. If something upsets me, okay, my sister's mad at me. Is it my fault? Not really. So why am I gonna feel that heaviness when I don't need to? I've learned to not carry things that are not mine and release that heaviness. This is empowering messages. Spirit team of the collective, what messages do you have for them, please and thank you? Any other messages? I feel some of you are very hesitant and you guys are kind of like stuck in your own ways and let again the heaviness that you guys are carrying. Sorry, I don't really have a comfortable space because I'm living with my sister and her husband. And it's just like, I can't wait to have my own place and have my own desk and manifest my dream home. And I'm also feeling a lot of pain. A lot of the collective, I feel a lot of pain in my lower back um, and my shoulder. So try getting a massage, try relaxing, like just breathe and let it go. There's like cutting cords where you can just remove the negativity off of you, or you can unplug it out of you. Like somehow, some way, we're all connected, and when we carry that heaviness with us, kind of draining us. Like, I've learned to try to, cut cords. It may be silly, so you can do it in your room when no one's looking. So, but it is what it is. Power. You know your potential. You are a powerful being. Your thoughts, words, and action have the ability to heal or to harm. Respect this tremendous gift and use it wisely. It's like the book, The Secret, and what it is spoiler alert. Law of attraction. What you say is like, you can choose to be mean, or you can choose to be kind, and I choose to be kind because it hurts when people say mean things to you, right? Like, why do you want to put that on someone else because you feel a certain way? No judgment, just my opinion, guidance, and we can agree to disagree. It's not right when people do it, but why let what they say affect you, right? Is it true what they say? Yes or no? But if you learn to accept yourself, it wouldn't matter what they say, right? Guidance. Ask and be open to answer. Wisdom, seen and unseen, is always available to you in the world. Find courage to ask for insight and the openness to receive it. I get angel numbers all the time. I look up the meaning, and I'm still figuring some of them out. Like, I'm trying to remember them, but I love it. I love my angel numbers and my messages from the divine and universe and spirit team. Moving on, better times are ahead. It may be time to detach from a situation that no longer serves you. As one phase of your life is ending, another better phase is beginning. Again, declutter. Make 3 piles: things you want to keep, things you want to donate, and things you want to throw away in your mind, in your headspace, in your whatever the case. Partnership. Grow good relationship. Partners support one another, co-create, and problem solve together. Forging positive and new partnership is a potent way to unblock personal growth. Yeah, like, I'm single, but like, I've learned, okay, we are not the problem. I want to learn to fight with my partner instead of fighting, fight with each other. Let's fix the problem together. I, I hope you understand. I call this synonyms. This is my weird, like, kind of house bunny language. They're laughing at me again. This is the Law of Attraction Oracle deck. Spirit team, what messages do you have for the collective? And please stop laughing at me. Okay. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to organize this for you. Okay, so your first card is expansion. Your world is growing. Be open to new experience and possibilities beyond your comfort zone. Say yes to new opportunities today. Growth happens when you embrace the unknown. Again, like when you had the inner child, they want you to be more adventurous. So go explore. Wherever you are, find something you want to do and have fun. Others of you may be feeling fear or limiting beliefs may be preventing your expansion. Break free from your comfort zone. You think we're safe in our comfort zone, but it's actually limiting us. We're actually putting ourselves into a cage. But you know what? We have the light to find the key to unlock ourselves from the cage that we put ourselves in. And I'm not saying like, oh, you're a caged animal, but or just speaking from my own experience, yeah, it's my life, it's my choice. The actions I've taken was through survivor mode, but like nobody made me do it. Everything I've done, it was my choice, good or bad, whatever it is. I've acknowledged it, I've accepted, I forgave myself, and now I let it go and I'm letting it flow and just living life more positively. Yes, easier said than done. I know, but it's possible. You're able to do it if you really want to. What you are not changing, you are choosing. Destiny, your life is unfolding according to the greater plan. Trust in the divine timing of your journey. Embrace the journey and align yourself with your highest path. Everything happens for a reason, and there's a reason for everything. And others of you may be feeling that you may be resisting your fate. Let go of control and trust that the universe is leading you where you need to be. You know, like there's things that might distract us with like bad habits, addiction, you know, other things. But it's like when we let go of all of that, a clear path leads you the way, and you don't even have to see the end zone or whatever. You just have to take one step at a time. Slow and steady wins the race. But momentum, things are moving forward quickly. Your energy is building towards success. Keep going, stay consistent with your actions, and maintain your high vibrational state. Others of you may be feeling that you may be feeling stuck. Shift your approach and regain momentum with small steps. You know, consistency is key. It's like the tortoise and the hare. It doesn't matter how long it'll take you to get there, as long as you get there. Just do it right. The quicker you are, you know, like, oh, I'm so fast, I'm gonna beat this tortoise, but you know, he lost his focus and end up losing, you know? And yeah, sorry. Stillness. In stillness, you aligned with clarity. Quiet your mind to hear the wisdom within. Take a moment today to pause, breathe deeply, and listen to your inner knowing. Others of you may be feeling inner restlessness, may be preventing you from receiving insight. Slow down. This is kind of like my sister. Me and her dealt with our father's death differently. I was able to process it where she went to work, and she's 4 years younger than me. But like she just focused on work, doing, you know, like, and now it's just like, I don't know. She has a lot of anger within her, and I used to be her punching bag, but I no longer accept that treatment from her or anybody else. And I understand her pain, but she doesn't have to take it out on me. Nor if you're in a situation where someone's mad, why are they taking their anger out on you? You know, you do not deserve that. Acceptance, embracing what is, brings peace. Resisting reality only prolongs discomfort. Breathe deeply and acknowledge your current situation without judgment. Others of you are feeling avoidance or denial, maybe creating tension. Face reality with grace. There's a thing in my life coaching system. It's called Be Kind and Rewind. Take a look at your life and just watch your life as like you're watching a movie, right? Don't feel it. Don't put yourself in that space, but just watch it go by. Watch it like clouds. Watch it like a security guard. That's like a DBT skill, radical acceptance. I've learned in therapy. Just learning to acknowledge it. It happened. It's not good or bad, but it is what it is. It happened, and just, okay, what can I learn from it? How can I move on? Instead of keep replaying this video over and over again. Serendipity. Unexpected blessing arise when you are open to life surprises. Stay open to synchronicities and chance encounters to Jade. Sorry. Magic is unfolding. Yeah, it's like you don't want to know what you're getting for Christmas. Like, I feel like today's society lost touch with wholesomeness, realness, connection, real connection, you know? Like, people do Secret Santa or gift card and this and that. They've lost the meaning of, you know, the gift of the Magi, like doing something because you know that person loves something versus them telling you what they want because you don't know who they are, you know, like, yeah. Sorry, just random thoughts. Rigid expectation may be preventing you from seeking opportunity. Be flexible. So yeah, this is for the collective. Take what resonates. If you want a more personal reading, description is in the bottom. I'm able to connect to your future higher self, inner child, shadow self, and your intuition. Information is in the bottom. Realization. A moment of realization shifts everything. A single insight can change your entire path. Reflect on what belief is limiting you, shift it, and open new doors of possibility. I'll explain more of this like life experience that I've had. Others of you may be feeling mental resistance may be keeping you stuck. Challenge your assumptions and rethink your approach. I've thought my father's death was my fault. I blame myself for a lot of things that happened to me. Like I was overweight and like I was unloved, unseen, unheard. And all I wanted was to be accepted, loved, seen, and heard, and like acknowledged for who I was. And everyone in my family would just want to change me. Oh, lose weight. Oh, get a job. Oh, do this X, Y, and Z. When all I wanted was just see me for me, love me for who I am. They just proved my point of like unfilling whatever the case I was feeling. And it's just like I realize I put myself in that situation. I'm seeking love. Food was love to me. And like, even though I ate a lot, I wasn't fulfilled. I was filling a void with food instead of fixing the source. And now that I've learned to self-love, self-heal, and all that good stuff, me in the past trying to lose weight, people please, and do things for other people, I would self-sabotage. I lost weight in the past and someone would be like, oh, you look good. I would self-sabotage because I didn't do it for me. I did it for everybody else, for their approval of me when I needed myself to approve of who I am. Reliance. I think reliance. Believing before seeing is the key to manifestation. Trust the process fully, release control, and allow your manifestation to unfold in perfect timing. I'm trusting my guides, I'm believing in them and my intuition more. It's just trusting myself, and like, yeah, I don't have to know what life is going to bring to me, but I just know how to handle it if whatever the case is. So I know that I'll be okay. Impatience may be blocking the flow. Cultivate deeper trust in the unseen. It's like the song Colors of the Wind. You can't see the wind, but you know it's there. So just seeing, I know seeing is believing, but have you seen Now You See Me? There's so many trickeries that, you know, yeah. Fulfillment. True emotional satisfaction comes from within. Okay? I know I can't read, but that's what it says. Fulfillment. True emotional satisfactions may come from within. Your happiness is not dependent on external factors. Acknowledge what is already fulfilling in your life. Find joy in the present moment. Seeking happiness outside yourself may be leaving you empty. Turn inward for true fulfillment. This is what I'm teaching my future clients, just to seek love within, you know. Me seeking validation through food, from guys online, from all these other things, because nobody taught me to love myself. You know, I had to learn that all by myself, and oh my goodness, like that weight is off my shoulders. It kind of reminds me of this one story I read. There's no food at home. You're starving. Some guy, some girl comes and like, hey, I have this pizza. Do you want this pizza or whatever your favorite food is? Tacos, chicken, whatever it is. And you're starving, so you're like, okay, sure, you can come in. But he goes, okay, if I come in, can I stay with you? Yeah, sure, why not? I'm hungry. So he comes in, she comes in, whatever the case. You ate the food, but now he won't leave. Now he's like, destroying your home, whatever the case is, right? But if you have that self-love, if you had food at home, if you were filling up your own cup, right? You wouldn't need to sacrifice or settle for crumbs from other people. And that's just like, yeah, understanding it is one thing, but believing it is another. So many people can be telling you all these positive things and like, oh, you're so amazing, you're so this and you're so that. Like, if you don't believe it yourself, it wouldn't matter what other people say, you know? Why can all these different people can say all these positive things about you, but one person says one negative things about you and you spiral, right? Like, I'm just speaking from experience. If you can resonate, you can leave a spiral emoji in a little tornado or something in the comments. And if you feel called to like and subscribe or share, feel free to do that. This is the basic tarot deck. Guardian Angels, the divine universe, what messages, spirit team, what messages do you have for the collective? Please and thank you. I'll read both sides just so that you, depending on the collective. Let's see. So you have, let me put them, these are all great cards. So I'll put them upright first and organize them. And I love that they're 8-8. So like numerology, but for some of you, you guys are very, very strong. You have a lot of energy, bravery. You're focused on what you want. You have courage and you're confident. You overcome obstacles and you're focused and you have influence. And like you're male or female and you're opening this lion's mouth. You have no fear. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna do it anyways. You're just gonna you're just gonna do it. Like, have no fear, just go for it. Others of you are feeling some low energy. I feel that. I really do. I feel so heavy right now. Like I'm speaking slower and I feel really like someone's crushing me. I'm like under this weighted blanket, but like 100 of them. That's how I'm feeling. So if you're feeling like this, put like a rock or a boulder in the comments because I'm feeling that right now. Some of you are feeling like self-doubt, some really vulnerable, like low confidence, just insecure and just very afraid of what's happening. I'm not sure what's going on in your life, but Spirit is telling me this is the direction that they want you to go in. Just have no fear. Just trust yourself more. Say nice, positive things to yourself in the mirror until you believe it. Smile. Give yourself a high five. There's a book called High Five Habit by Mel Robbins. Again, a book I read but didn't get to finish it through. I watched my niece and nephew and it's kind of hard to finish doing anything, but I try. So you received 8 of Wands. Spirit wants you to keep going. Have momentum. Like change is coming and they're like all your hard work will pay off. The plant the seed you plant, it won't grow the first day you put it in, right? So you need time for it to pay off. So do the hard work. Do focus on your goal first. And then when the time is right, you can collect your reward. Others of you are feeling some slow pace, losing momentum, postponement, hesitant. You're just really sluggish. And again, I feel majority of you guys are feeling this way because I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling so tired. Yeah, it's kind of late, but at the same time, I'm a night owl. So they really want you to light a fire under your ass. I'm sorry, your booty. Please don't take down my videos, YouTube. You have also received, this is the Strength card, also the 8 of Wands, and then this is the 2 of Cups. Some of you are feeling what is coming your way is some unified love, attraction, relationship, partnership, romantic entanglement, and shared understanding, just like a bond. It's like a give and take relationship. It's not all one-sided. Others of you may be feeling some disagreement, instability, disharmony, distress, separation, breakup, and tension. And like, if you're in a relationship where you can't be your true self, or when you're scared to tell someone something, you're probably not in the right relationship. There's no judgment on my end. I've been in that situation. I left California to be with a guy who loved me unconditionally, but I knew in my gut he wasn't the right guy for me. We dated for 13 years, and I ended the relationship and moved to Seattle, Washington, where my sister is, because she had another baby. And she called me when I was back in New York, and she asked, "Oh, if I had another baby, would you come and help?" And everything in my body was screaming, "Yes, this is where you need to go. This is where you are meant to be." And I'm doing everything I love now. I've been spiritually awakened. I've went from survivor mode to now abundance and thriving mode. Like, I recently got a job, so it's just like everything is from negative turned to a positive, all because of how I was thinking, get the book, or read the book The Secret, The Law of Attraction. What you are feeling, you are attracting, whether you know it or not. This is the 10 of Cups. Some of you are in unhealthy relationship, broken family, domestic conflicts, separation, broken marriages, dispute, and hopelessness. And you know what? I've been here. I've been there, done that. I was neglected, abandoned emotionally, like unseen, unheard, unacknowledged, and I get it. I really do. I feel this, and there's just this pain that you have. Like, I have this pain, but I've learned to let it go, because what has it done for you? What is it doing for you? It's just hurting you even more, right? When I was able to learn to let it go, acknowledge that my father's death wasn't about me, acknowledge that all the people that wanted better for me was like, yeah, I get it. They wanted me to be better, but I had to accept myself for who I am and love myself first, because I became my own hero, and you can do the same. On the other side of this, family, the kids are playing. A couple is just seeing like the cup of rainbows, like everything's just beautiful, like their house, there's water, there's trees, there's everything is just, and then the new plant is growing, right? It's just some harmony, family reunion, celebration, peace, coexistence, emotional stability, and security. I love this, and I love that this is the last card for you guys. Please take what resonates. If you want a personal reading, again, it is in the description box. Please like and subscribe if you feel that heaviness, if you feel that spiral, if you relate to what I'm saying, and leave a comment. I would love to hear your story. I would love to see you, hear you, understand you, and acknowledge you, because everyone should be able to feel that way, right? To be seen, to be heard, to be loved for who you are, and not have to change who you are to be just to be liked by somebody. Don't change who you are so other people can like you. Be who you are, your true, authentic self, so the right people can love you. Find your tribe. I haven't found mine yet, and it's just because I just started. But you know what? On Thursday, I'm going to this thing in Auburn, Washington, and I'm learning more about tarot, and I'm gonna be able to practice with other people. So, and I'm excited for that. So a lot of positive things are coming into my life, and it took me 38 years, but hey, it's not how you start it, but it's how you finish. And whew, oh, the spirit wanted me to tell you that keep holding on to your light. You know, that you have a purpose on the earth. You may be feeling worthless or whatever the case, because I felt that too. I felt like I didn't belong. Maybe I'm better off unalive, right? But that pain that you're feeling, it wouldn't end with you. It would go to the people that loves you or you love. And it's just like I was able to hold on to this pain so other people wouldn't feel it. But at the same time, other people were feeling it because there was no conversation, there was no communication. I feel like the world is disconnected. They're all stuck on their phone doing this, doing that. And like we lost reality, lost touch of reality. Remember when shows were wholesome, like I Love Lucy and like Boy Meets World or Family Matters or whatever the case, right? Because that's the shows I grew up with, and like entertainment saved my life. And then you notice how like movies and TVs changed like so crazy, where there's like, okay, Malcolm in the Middle was like uh stepping your toes in, and like, okay, yeah, these families dysfunctional, but it's relatable, and it's like still has their wholesomeness, but it's still like, oh my gosh, it's crazy and it's entertaining. To like Shameless, and then like there's all these different other shows, and it's just like, wow, how did we come from one end to the other? Sorry, just venting. Thank you, my glowing angels. Thank you for staying with me. I wish you lots of love and happiness, and like I really hope you guys find peace and love within yourself. And thank you for being here. Sending you so much love and light.